Hi everyone. We're going to be joined very shortly by Inga Desk, who's an Instagram expert and social media marketing expert. So I can't wait for her to join us live and for me to interview her for you now. So I'm just going to wait for her to arrive. Yeah, hi Inga. Great to see you here. Let me just invite you to join now. There.
Hello.
Hey!
Yay! It worked.
Fantastic. Well, I'm super
Is that
excited
fantastic? Well, I'm super excited
to be
to
interviewing.
be in.
There's a bit of
There's a bit of
feedback, so
feedback. So
let me put my
I will put headphones. Maybe it will be better.
yeah, me too.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking. There we go. Okay, hopefully that sounds a little bit better.
Yes.
Oh, that's so much better. Oh my God. So just say hi to everyone that's joining us. Hi, Anna Louise. Hi, Vanessa. So I'm super excited to have you here, Inga. We've known each other for quite a while now, probably about 6 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and I'm super excited to interview you for the group, and just kind of let them know a bit more about you because I know that you've been really involved in social media for a long time now, and you've got a lot of expertise on a number of different platforms. But I also know that you're really, really strong on Instagram, which is so popular with people at the moment that I was going to ask you some questions about that in a moment. But I'd love it if you would just introduce yourself for everyone else that's joining us to watch this now, and just say a little bit about you and your work and your business. That'd be great.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. I'm really excited to be part of this interview. And so I'm originally from Latvia and moved to London 11 years ago just because I loved London and it felt like a soul city. So I decided I want to live here. I call it early midlife crisis. I was 33 and I decided to change my life completely. And I started with, in 2010, I got my coaching qualification and it was my passion. And when I was doing coaching, I used social media as a tool to build my list, to attract clients. And I really loved Facebook. I loved it. And it just happens that well, wherever I went, I try to take photos. It's especially if it's a nice place like a restaurant. So there is this feature that you can tag yourself and show off where you are. And this happened in 2012 when I was in a newly opened champagne bar and I wanted to tag myself, but that feature wasn't available because they didn't have Facebook page and they admitted that they didn't know how. Because one glass of champagne is enough for me to become tipsy, and I was brave and without noticing or even registering what I'm doing, I offered them to help. And the following day, I came and we signed up the agreement, and I charged them for my social media services. And they didn't
Ah,
have any
fantastic.
budget for the ads or whatsoever. So I started learning from top leaders in social media marketing industry how to get engagement without using a lot of money. And I think it also helped me because I've learned how to use Facebook ads later on a budget, even though sometimes the more money you put, the more outcome you get. But I've learned how to optimize whatever budget you have. And yes, and the rest is the history, as they say. I really loved doing all the social media um, stuff. However, what I've noticed that social media works like a top layer of your cake.
Hmm.
So if your foundation is not right, it
Mm.
doesn't matter how good, how pretty pictures you have on your social media. it doesn't bring you a monetary outcome. Let's say you can get likes, you can get engagement and interaction, but you won't get clients just by operating on social media without having good foundation. And that's why I went deeper into combining both foundation, building systems, and social media. And later on, I added a new layer, intuition, and I tune into somebody's social media presence, into their character, personality, and find the best possible solution for that particular person, including Facebook ads. So it's been a lot of fun operating like that.
Fantastic, fantastic. And you must have seen a lot of changes over the years with social media. Um, and have you got any kind of things that you're particularly known for in your sector, in the social media sector? Are there any particular platforms or anything that you do that really, is what you're known for?
Yes, so initially it was Facebook
Hmm.
and Facebook ads, and now I transition more to Instagram because I love Instagram of its creativity. And also I understand the mechanics of Instagram and also the interaction part because um, some people use Instagram as a public album where
Hmm.
they share whatever happens in their in their life at that moment. And then, well, they will get likes, but they don't get business. So I'm more looking at Instagram as a business tool.
Yeah, great. And so, what advice would you have for coaches or consultants who are thinking of just getting started on Instagram? What would you recommend they do?
So I would say create a habit of showing up consistently. Decide what is the purpose of your Instagram account, so what you want to achieve. Sometimes we have like different type of services. Maybe you want to showcase one particular strand of your business and be known for that, and then getting interested in other people's posts. So it's not just about posting, it's more about interacting with other people, communicating and being proactive in approaching people. So you don't need to have a lot of creative skills. Even if you
Mm.
take a simple, yes, of course, the nicer the picture, the more response you will get. But even, let's say, you feel that you're not good at picture taking, you can take stock pictures that are beautiful. It doesn't need to be yours. You put the caption, you use it as a mini blog where you
Mhm.
showcase your expertise, your personality, but also remember to reach out proactively to people who may be your collaborators, who may be your potential customers, and build relationships.
Oh, great, great. And now I've heard quite a bit about sort of Instagram TV. I just wonder whether you want to say anything about that.
Yes, Instagram TV is kind of newish feature. It was introduced only last summer last year. And in the beginning, Instagram didn't get any traction. So people were not using it much because so nobody specifically went to Instagram TV. So Instagram TV is basically, well, initially it was vertical video, but then
Uh-huh.
now you can put both landscape and vertical. So it helps you to repurpose your content. So if you have your YouTube videos, if they're still relevant, evergreen, you can upload them on Instagram TV. So accounts
Ah.
up till 10,000 followers, you can have 10 minutes or less videos. When you reach 10,000 followers, you can have longer, I think up to 1 hour videos.
Wow,
And
great.
Instagram now also allows you to showcase the beginning of your IGTV, Instagram TV, in your newsfeed as well. So this is how it works on visibility. And basically you've touched the Instagram TV. So there are 4 ways how you can show up on Instagram. It's Instagram TV, then it's your feed, stories, and doing live. So talking about live, the only drawback of live, it lasts only 24 hours. So it's good for interaction, but you can save it on your phone and then you can repurpose it. But just remember to save it when you just finish your live stream. Other than that, so your live will disappear in 24 hours.
Okay. Yeah.
Stories are also very important. It's interactive, and basically, I would say you can show up on your feed every second day or even, twice a week. But if you show up on stories every day, you will be in front of your audience all the time, which is good. And majority people, and I've noticed that I rarely scroll down on my feed. I watch stories. And stories, it's a little snippets that you put together, and now it also allow you to continue recording up to 1 to 2 minutes of your video, and it will divide separately into those 15-second snippets for you
Wow.
automatically. A year ago, you had to finish your sentence before 15 seconds went off. But Instagram is constantly upgrading the features to the point that you can upload your Instagram TV through your computer, which wasn't
Oh, great.
possible like a few months ago. So, and you can do everything on computer now. If you connect your Facebook page with your Instagram account in Creator Studio, everything you can do on your laptop from your Facebook page. It will give you notifications about messages coming through your Instagram. It's very convenient and very streamlined. And Facebook is constantly, because Instagram belongs to Facebook, is constantly improving. And while it may be annoying that changes come all the time, so I usually say that when you operate in Facebook and Instagram, it's equivalent on you left your house and then when you came back, somebody rearranged the furniture.
Yeah.
This is the feeling what I get when operating on Facebook or Instagram, new
Yeah.
buttons show up, something
Yeah.
different. But at the same time, it's exciting. It's very bad for tutorials and teaching because you need constantly upgrade stuff, but it's very good for users.
For the users. Yeah. Wow. Amazing. So, what kind of audience do you think is on Instagram right now? Who are the people that are on there?
I think almost everyone, well, it was traditionally young people. So, in choosing between Instagram and Facebook, a lot of young people will choose Instagram. But now more and more people in their 40s, 50s, and so on, they come to Instagram because it's more personal and it's also allows you to creatively show yourself. But it's popular with fashion,
Mm.
with food and health. But for
Yeah.
coaching industry as a personal development is equally powerful.
Okay, for personal development. Yeah, I found that with more spiritual coaches, mindset coaches are on Instagram as well. Great. So, what advice would you give someone who's already built up quite a following on Instagram, but they're not really able to convert them into clients at the moment? What can they do to improve that?
I would say that you, through stories, you make it more interactive. So you
Uh-huh.
start communicating, you have this feedback interaction. Reach out to your followers, start sending them messages, finding out more about them, making an offer, maybe for your free gifts,
Mm-hmm.
in and being okay if nobody will answer. So it's
Mm-hmm.
fine. Those people who meant to be in your client base, so to speak, they will respond. And
Yeah.
I have experienced the other side of not answering. So somebody wrote
Mm.
me a message, very nice message, offering, I think it was LinkedIn or something. I didn't respond to that lady for about maybe a month or so. However, she was constantly on my mind, and only yesterday I sent her a message back, and we can continue in communication. But it was like very open from her side, saying, well, love your feed, so you compliment on something, and then you say, would it be of interest for you to try this, for instance? And it's usually something for free.
Okay,
So, and
okay.
this is how you invite them to your email list.
Okay, and then do the conversion from your email list, really,
Yes,
rather
yes.
than trying to
Yeah,
do it
but
directly on Instagram.
yeah, sometimes you can make an offer on your story saying, I'm offering this course, follow the link. So up to 10,000 followers, you won't able to have swipe up feature. But what you can do, you can say, link is in bio, follow it, and you can, get the course for this amount of money. You can be directly selling.
Fantastic. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so tell me a bit more about the impact you'd like to make with your business. What is it that really kind of fires you up?
So majority of my clients are people from alternative therapies, as it happened, energy healers, coaches, and I know that with their work they impact people. Like they even save somebody's life, improve their health, improve their well-being and wealth level. And by helping them to be more visible to those people, I feel that I'm a part of this ripple effect of goodness. And this is, I want to participate more in this. And also what I want to create a platform for people to become visible. So in order for get, well, it's not 100%, but in majority of cases, if you want to have a Hay House book deal, you need to have a huge following already in order for you to be considered. There are exceptions, but still, if you want to be a speaker at Mindvalley, for instance, or feature your courses at Mindvalley, you need to have in total 200,000 followers across your social media platforms.
Wow.
So for majority of people, it's not accessible. What I want to create, I want to create this stepping platform for people to become visible, so they are getting offers to speak at the stages, so helping them to become more visible. So this is my intention for the next 10 years.
Fantastic, fantastic. And I know that you've got an event coming up, which is very much part of this work that you're doing, helping people to become visible. Just wonder whether you can say a bit about the Magical Creators event that you've got lined up.
Yes, thank you. So basically, it's the first live event that I'm organizing for my own business. In my corporate capacity, I was doing it for my bosses, but this time I organize live event, and it's also symbolic for me to become more visible and move away from online and more to real life. And this would be the first step for people to create this platform. And also, people who participate now as an attendees, they will be invited to apply to become a speaker for the next event. So it's not like my event where I just talk about all the wisdom I can share. It's a collaboration, and in this particular event, people will be taken from creating the business roadmap, starting from vision. And we all can set up plans, but we usually limit ourselves by default. We are not aware of that. And so one of the speakers, Melanie Moore, she will be stretching people, and it's a particular exercise doing EFT, stretching the imagination and smashing the obstacles to dream bigger. And the next step would be that, again, through the practical exercises, Gail Edwards will show you how you can craft your message using your own words, and how to talk about what is it that you do. And Marcia will take about connecting with soul of your business. Funny enough, we have, or our business has a soul and the calling, and how to respond to it, how to align to it. and also how to align the pricing so you feel authentic in charging um, the price that you want. Then I will be talking about how to use social media as a business tool and how to choose your favorite platform. And then we will finish off with also practical exercises, how to turn fear into your friend and expand. So, and as I said, it's like there is no formula in terms of do this and then X amount of clients will come, do that and you will get this. It's more about how to create your own flow, how to dream bigger. And so, yeah, it's very hands on.
Oh, sounds great. So when is that taking place and where is it taking place?
It's very soon. It's on the 5th of October. And it's yeah, in London, in Holborn. And
Lovely.
I gave you a link, and this link in terms of the I think Shelley, you have um, the only one who has the reduced price link,
Oh,
but
fantastic.
it's also time sensitive.
Yeah.
And prior to that, my VIP tickets were sold out, but just two people couldn't travel. So I have two VIP tickets available, and VIP tickets give you not just lunch with speakers, but it also give you 3 months access to my flagship program, which costs 997. So you're kind of making profit by
Amazing.
buying VIP ticket.
Yeah, yeah,
So
amazing, amazing. So, I will put the link into the comment section for you guys if you're interested in going along. And it's this Saturday, isn't it? This Saturday, the
yes.
5th of October. It sounds like it's going to be a wonderful event. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. It's brilliant. And you've got a lovely lineup of speakers as well as your good self speaking there. And what is your real aim for people leaving the event? What are you hoping that they're gonna really get from the day?
So that they will get an actionable plan for the next 30 days. And I
Perfect.
also be arranging a follow-up online call to make sure that they stay on implementation, because usually, as you know, we attend events and we are fired up, inspired, and then life happens. So just to
Mm.
make sure that life doesn't get in a way and they can actually implement.
Lovely, lovely. So, I just want to see if anyone's got any questions for Inga. So just type your questions in now if you have. It's been great to see so many people here on this live. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Mary. Hi, Kalyani. Hi, Aisha, Edward, Vanessa, Anna Louise. It's great to see you all here. So we'll just see if anyone's got any questions. Okay.
So yeah, I think there is, even if somebody is typing questions, they are showing up a little bit later.
Yes, yeah, yeah. So we'll hang on, carry on chatting just in case anyone types anything in that they want to ask. Um, So what do you what is your kind of like biggest piece of advice that you would say to a coach or consultant who's, aware that they want to increase their social media presence? What is the kind of one thing you would tell them that, is their first step in a way?
I would suggest that you are coming from a point of service and from a position of your future customer. Because very often we start thinking, am I good enough? Or do I look presentable doing the live stream? But when you think in terms from a position, um, what my people need to know today, and it will give you inspiration what type of information to share, and it will allow you to be more authentic, show up in a very natural way. Because when you come from the point of service, you remove the like you
Mm.
as a part of equation. It's not about you, it becomes about them. And then it becomes so much easier because the fear goes away, uh, because it's not about us.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, and your passion just overrides that fear, isn't it? Of like rejection, basically. Yeah, so Tanya's asking a question saying, what's the best tip or tool for doing IGTV?
Okay, so there is a simple way and then there is a fancy way. I would
Okay.
say if you just start out and I still do the simple way because being busy and there is no time for fancy way. But so basically the basic way is you can record on camera, like on
Hmm.
your mobile camera, and you upload on IGTV. Or you
Mm.
can do Zoom call, you can record like interviews or whatever, you can upload on IGTV. You can go back to your old videos, and if they're still relevant, you can put them on IGTV. So it's very simple. They
Amazing.
also give you an option to put a cover photo, so you can create a cover photo in Canva, for instance. And cover photo, it should be the same size as you would put for Instagram stories. And then that
Okay.
cover photo will show up on the feed. So the fancy way is when you video editing your video with some effects. Let's say you can put some memes in between your talking, or you can put, even if you put, let's say, captions,
Hmm.
so it's easier for people to follow. Or when picture changes, so it's not just you talking, but you maybe put some footage from event, or like when the picture
Mm.
changes, so the
Hmm.
attention is constantly alerted towards your videos. This is the fancy way.
Mm.
So
Mm.
if you have the opportunity to have videos created for you, go for that, because
Hmm.
people seek entertainment. But don't be put off by just showing up and having a conversation. So the more animated you are, the better. And don't be afraid to be silly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Good. Great. Oh, that's really helpful. So we don't seem to have any more questions at the moment. So thank you so much. It's been such a great interview. And I would just recommend to people here, I'm going to put the link in about the event. So make sure you go ahead, and as it's time sensitive, go ahead and get your tickets now at the specially reduced price just for my audience. So thank you so much for that, Inga. And just want to say a big thank you for coming and joining us today, and doing this interview. You've given such a lot of wonderful tips about how to use Instagram. I know it could be really helpful to everyone listening. And you're in the group as well, aren't you? So if anyone has more questions afterwards, you could like
absolutely.
maybe respond
Yeah,
later. That'd be
absolutely. Yeah.
fantastic. Great,
So
great,
yeah, you can put questions and I will come back and answer.
fantastic. And if anyone wanted to follow up and connect with you, how would they be able to do that?
They can do it on Facebook. So I accept people as my friends whom I don't know, or on Instagram, it's Inga Dexner. So my name together. So, and yeah, Facebook is one
Perfect.
of the easiest, or Instagram.
Perfect. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for this. It's been great. And so I want to say to everyone, thank you so much for joining us. We will have more interviews coming up live over the coming weeks. I will keep you posted on when they are. But again, for today, just a huge thank you to you, Inga. All right.
Thank you.
Bye for
Thank
now,
you.
guys. Bye,
Okay,
everyone.
bye.